Hey guys, in this video, we're going to be going over building out our dialer, customizing it, adding users, and creating user roles. So I'm going to go over to user management. After I see my analytics board here, also see my leaderboard. So I can go to, this month, I can filter by dialer activity, who's dialed the most, and you see Miranda, she is dialed the most. So I can come here, I can switch this by list view or board view, however you might want to look at that. Now I'm going to go over to user management. Before you can create a user, you want to create the roles. We're going to come in here and we're going to create roles. As our roles, there's going to be different permissions that we want to assign to different people. As you guys see right here, we have the manager role. We also have the agent role, and then we also have different types of roles for different types of users, because some are managers, some are team leads, things of that nature. So I'm just going to look at the agent role right here. After I create the role, which is right here, I'll just call this agent test. Okay, and I'm going to submit. Now that role is created, so now I'm going to go to agent test, and I'm going to click on assign permissions. I'm going to allow this, and now I'll see the permissions right here. In dark mode and light mode, it's kind of hard to see these little checkboxes, but you definitely want to be able to make sure you can see them. So you just highlight them, and then you'll be able to see them right there. Then you'll be able to assign the permissions. So from the agent, I do want them to be able to view the dashboard, view the leaderboard, so they can gamify the system. They can see who's the top dialer in the company, and they can try to perform higher, right? So then I want them also to be able to, I don't want them to view the other users or add users, be able to edit or delete users. That's something that admins would do only. As far as roles go, they don't even need to be able to see the roles because you're assigning the agents a role, right? So this is from an agent perspective. Logs, this is giving the capability to a user to be able to view the logs or delete them, which you would only want them to be able to view logs as an agent. For phone numbers, they can view the phone numbers and they can purchase phone numbers if you want them to, but we don't allow our agents to do that. We do that as admins, and so I would just leave that on. As far as dispositions goes, you don't want them to be able to add dispositions because that will mess up the flow, because for each disposition that we create, there's a separate action that would happen from that disposition, such as taking it out of the power list, moving it over to the CRM, and there's different things that happen when you disposition the lead. That will mess up your dialer flow if you let your agents go add disposition. You want them to definitely be able to view the dispositions, but just not add or edit them. And then only assign roles. You can only see their assigned role, and they can only view the dispositions. As far as SMS templates go, they can view the SMS templates. They can add their own SMS templates. They can edit their own SMS templates, but you don't want them to be able to delete their SMS templates because you don't want them to be able to delete your SMS templates if you give them any. Some people, it's just by company as you decide. This feature right here, you'll be able to add the SMS templates as the admin, and then you can just turn these features off to where they can only use them, and view them, but not edit or add. So that's totally up to you and how you run your company. From the contact fields, you want them to be able to view the contact fields, add contact fields, edit contact fields if they need to, change an email, update a phone number, anything of that nature within inside of a custom field. But for deleting the fields, we don't want them to be able to delete the field. That's what I would do for agents. Now it's totally up to you and how you want to set up your roles for your individual company. I'm just going over how I would set it up for my agents. From a power list perspective, I want them to be able to view power lists. They don't need to be able to add power lists because that's what you would be doing as an admin, and also the power list would get auto-assigned depending on how you're loading leads into the dialer. I also don't want them to be able to delete any power list, because if they're able to delete a power list, they could take the leads elsewhere. You could get some sort of trouble with your company if you allow them to delete your power list, and your leads would be gone. And we don't want them to be able to download the leads either and take them elsewhere. So just view their power list. That's it. View only their assigned data. As far as contacts go, they can view contacts. They can edit a contact. And then that you don't want to turn on view all contacts, because if you click on view all contacts, then that means they're able to see all the contacts within your entire company. Okay. If you want them to be able to see all the contacts in the entire company, then by all means turn that on. As far as webhooks go, you won't need this unless you're an admin. So just leave this blank here if it's for an agent. Reports. This is, again, for admin, managerial level. As far as teams go, I let users be able to view other teams within the company to see who's performing, whose team is leading, etc. But if you don't want them to be able to view this, you can just click on view data to only that assigned user, so they can only see the teams that are assigned to them. And I'll go into how to set up teams in a later video. Don't want to confuse you guys in any way, shape, or form. As far as billing goes, that's also going to be totally different based on you. Some companies like to have their agents pay for their own dialers, or some people are running an agency where they're onboarding other companies, so they want them to be able to manage their own billing. So that's going to be totally based on you. The goal is to give you guys every single permission, so you can decide which permissions are set for which role, and you can decide who you want to give permissions to and create those positions within your company. As far as contact tags go, that's pretty self-explanatory. That's just a power list tag or a contact tag. As far as trigger hooks go, this would be an admin level thing. And then, of course, last but not least, we have our AI features, which allow you to make conversational AI phone calls, add AI web-based agents to your websites, and do things of that nature. So you can turn that feature on or turn it off based on who you want access to that. As soon as we have that role, we will click assign. So the role is created successfully. Now we're going to create a user. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to go to agent test. This is what I'm going to name this because that's the role that I gave to the, okay. Can't spell today, guys. And for phone number, doesn't matter. Password, doesn't matter. For the status, I'm going to put the dialer as active. Is this going to be an admin seat with no dialer at all, or is this just going to be some agent that's going to be dialing? It's going to be an agent that's going to be dialing. Then I will see my roles in the dropdown. So I'm going to click on the role that I created, which is admin test. Then I'm going to assign them an extension phone number from the phone numbers that I have on file. If you don't assign them an extension right here, you can do it later. Local presence, that's just turning on the local area code, local proximity matching, that you'll be able to have the agents be able to match their local area code with wherever they're dialing. I always just leave that on. As far as area codes go, you can just leave that blank unless you want to assign them their own area code or specific area codes only. And then pay per seat. So this is very dynamically set up to allow you guys to put this whichever way you want. So we give too many options, almost information overload with the amount of options that we provide. For the pay per seat model, you're able to select no company will pay for the seats. If you're paying for the seat for your dialers and you have a setter team, then that's what you'll click. But if you are paying directly to us, then you'll click on Rizzler, pay directly to Rizz Dialer. I will go over in a later video exactly how the billing system is set up and working. As far as this video goes and the time it is right now, we don't have this fully set up, but we do set it up for you, so you don't have to worry about doing this. We'll explain this to you on your onboarding call because each user is set up completely different. Each company is set up completely different. You don't have to worry about this. We will tell you what to select whenever you're onboarding users, and you will know what to select because we go over that in your onboarding session. Other than that, you could just click on submit. You can read down here what it means for agent directly to Rizzler or admin account setup. You can read this documentation right here to be able to create the users effectively, and then just click on submit, and that user will get their login credentials and be able to log in. Now that we have the roles and the users set up, now we are going to be able to go into the user, and we can log in as that user at any point in time, and we can see what they're doing. We can look at their power list, we can manage their power list, we can manage their contacts, we can see how many dials they've made, and that is the end of the video for now. Talk to you guys later.